conspiracies so they could help them.
It was horrible having to lie to begin with, you know, to get people in and to go with their agenda, which would normally last for about 6 weeks, and then it'd be stopped, and we'd start questioning their narrative.
They speak with people like Brian, sending him accurate information after he was scared off taking a COVID jab by misleading posts online.
And what would life have looked like if you hadn't emerged from that rabbit hole?
I said it might not be. Went to some dark places, Mariana.
Brian has now had his vaccine, but shouldn't it be Facebook protecting him rather than these volunteers?
Well, we certainly feel we've got a big responsibility to ensure people are seeing the accurate information. As I said, over 2 billion people have been directed to the WHO, NHS and other health authorities around the world. We have adopted our policies where people are deliberately inciting what's called vaccine discouragement.
This means Facebook is now removing groups and pages that put people off the vaccine, regardless of whether posts can be verified as false. The policies of social media sites towards anti-vaccine content have come under increased scrutiny, and so has the government.
But more broadly, we know that there's a lot more to do, and that's why we're introducing the online safety bill, really set out much more distinctly the duty of care that we want companies to take.
The online harms bill has repeatedly been delayed, and people have come to harm during that time. What's your response to that?
It has been absolutely vital that we have taken the time to get this right.
But while these policy debates rage on, everyday citizens continue their battle to help those who have fallen for conspiracies. Mariana Spring, BBC News.
The family of a woman who took a fatal overdose after her benefit payments were cut have begun a legal claim against the government. Philippa Day, a 27-year-old mother, was found collapsed at her home in Nottingham beside a letter rejecting her request for a benefits assessment. An inquest in January concluded that 28 errors were made in managing her case. Our social affairs correspondent Michael Buchanan has the details.
This has been 6 months. I've been so much down. I have nothing to eat. I can't.
Philippa Day, who had mental health problems, pleaded repeatedly with benefits officials for help.
I literally need a reason to live. All of my disability premiums have been taken away from me. I am in £5,000 worth of debt.
Her money had been cut. They insisted she couldn't have a benefits assessment at home, so in despair the 27-year-old mother took a fatal overdose, leaving her sister to fight her case.
It was absolutely preventable. It was directly due to the impact of the claim. The coroner said that claiming benefits should not see that as a risk to life, and it was.
An inquest found 28 errors in how the government had processed Philippa Day's application for personal independence payments, the main disability benefit. The family are now suing the Department for Work and Pensions.
My sister was not first to die. She was one of many, and clearly lessons have not been learned.
Philippa Day's death is one of scores that families have blamed on the stresses of the benefit system, including Tim Salter, Errol Graham, David Clapsam and Stephanie Bottrell. Research by the BBC's Shared Data Unit found at least 150 reviews of deaths or serious harm to claimants have been carried out by the Department for Work and Pensions between 2012 and 2019. The government told us to take each case seriously and review them to check if there are any lessons to learn.
It's all the government marking their own homework. There needs to be